All right, good morning, good morning. It's Saturday morning here in Winnipeg land, and we're gonna play some more taxes, and we're trying something a little different this week. I've been playing a lot of Standard on Arena, and I've been playing Yorion, the Yorion Flicker deck, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm like, okay, well, what are some of the issues we've been having as taxes players? One, too many good cards. Can't find room for all these cards. Two, we don't have necessarily a big kind of end game payoff. We do, like, we win through incremental synergies and incremental value. But and how do we fit all these cards in? And how do we put cards in that helps us find our other cards? So to me, I think the answer to that is Yorion. So that's why we're playing an 80 card deck right now. And kind of the glue that's going to hold it all together is this card here. Death and Cat Mix's favorite card right now, Militia Bugler. So we're this is gonna be the glue for this deck, I think. It's gonna be the card that finds us all of our other cards, and that'll be that. Because we're doing 80 cards, I figured I'd add one more sword, the Sword of Light and Shadow. I think this card's pretty good against stuff like Death Shadow, Scourge of the Skyclaves. Obviously, it's going to be good against that. Gives pro black. And then the other addition is Thraben Inspector as an additional 1-drop. I didn't want to overload the deck with a whole bunch of 2-drops or 3-drops and like an extra equipment. So Thraben Inspector is another card that just fills out our 1-drop slot. One thing I've kind of found too when playing 60 card decks is like, oh, I have 2 different 2-drops that I can play on turn 2. And so this helps us. This is like something where it's like, okay, we're going to get a one turn play. We're going to get a turn 2 play. We're going to get a turn 3 play. I don't necessarily have to choose between the 2-drop plays. I don't know if it's going to play out that way. And then of course, we're also playing the Glasspool Mimic package with the 4 Glasspool Mimics, which act as lands 27 through 30. And then the Flicker Wisp to turn them into mimics later on. We're still playing a full 4 of Skyclave Apparition, and then we're doing 3 Archon of Emeria instead of the standard 2, because this card is super good to play on turn 3 sometimes. 4 Stoneforge, 4 Thalia, 4 Leonin Arbiter, 3 Spellskite. Spellskite has Impressed as well, so we're playing that as well. Also findable from Militia Bugler. The only card that cannot be found with Militia Bugler is Flicker Wisp. So there it is. Glasspool Mimic can be found with Militia Bugler because it's technically a 0/0. Sideboard. Pretty interesting sideboard, I would say. But I think it's not that too far off from what a lot of folks are doing these days. So we've got 3 of Burton Forge Tender, just super good. I can see an argument for this being 4, but I'm trying to play mostly 3 ofs here. Because we're playing a bigger deck. So we've got the 3 Burton Forge Tenders. We've got Chris Pakula here, Meddling Mage as a 2-drop. I wanted to have a 2-drop. My problem was my sideboard was very 3-drop heavy. So I wanted to have some 2-mana creatures. This is great against Titan. It's great against combo. Lots of decks that this is good against, and searchable with findable with Militia Bugler. 3 of Revoker, lots of Planeswalkers. There's a lot of problematic cards that this just gets around. Deputy of Detention really impresses too against token decks. Token decks really hate to see this card. And 3 of Spell Queller to try to counter some spells. See if we can get our opponents with a trying to cast like Kozilek's Return against us. Yeah, Nyambi, yeah. I don't have enough legendaries to justify, like, I think, like, what does Nyambi do again? Seam Speaker. You're talking about this version of it, right? Faithful Healer. So Nyambi, return another target creature that I control to its owner's hand. It gives some protection. Hey, Solyak, how are you? So yeah, I mean, it's a bit of protection. I really, yeah, it does. We don't really get to use her tap ability. I wonder, like, the question is, like, if I were to put her in the sideboard, I don't necessarily think she's better than Meddling Mage. In the main deck, is she better than Spellskite? Maybe, but I like Spellskite's been good. Like against some of the, like, there's a lot of pretty removal heavy decks, and if I'm able to get a giver and an active giver and a Spellskite out at once, at the same time, it's like we're good. And then they really have to have the double removal spells. Yeah. And so yeah, so we're gonna try this from a slightly different angle and see if it's good. Might not be. Who knows? I don't know. That's why we're trying it, right? And I'm taking you guys along for the journey here. So there we go. Yeah, we're gonna try. So with the Spell Queller, we're gonna see if we can get if we can hit Kozilek's returns with this. That's kind of what it's in there for. Yeah. One interesting thing in the land slot here that you may notice as well is I am running 2 Flooded Strands. I think we just need a little bit more card selection in our mana base here, and the potential of the non-bow with Leonin Arbiter is a little bit mitigated here because we're playing 80. Like the chances of us having that, I'm only doing 2 of the fetches, and it's play aroundable. If we can play around having 4 Stoneforge Mystics and 4 Leonin Arbiters, we can play around having 2 fetch lands and a Leonin Arbiter in an 80 card deck. So yeah, and then a lot of these cards are really great Yorion targets. Like hitting a Flicker Wisp and a Thraben Inspector. And a Thraben Inspector with Yorion creates quite a bit of value. Hitting our Bugler and our Skyclave Apparition with Yorion is gonna be great. We can reset our Sky Mauls and our Batterskulls with Yorion. So seems pretty good. I mean, and there are times where we have a 3-drop, we have an Aether Vial, so there we don't really have anything to do with our mana. So let's just buy the Yorion. Let's get into hand. So yeah, let's try this out in a Modern League. We're doing this on Saturday so that we avoid the challenge grinders, because I'm really not interested in playing this deck in the challenge right now with 0 experience with it. So hey, Trokir 89. Yeah, we're gonna use play points. Good to see you, Trokir. Welcome. In case you missed it, here's the deck. We're making mistakes today. Cool. All right, let's play. I've got my extremely crunchy cereal, which is good for the mic. Oh, here we go. That's right. That's what we're here to do. We're here to have fun. Reveal our Yorion. Just a bad hand. Should I whisper into the mic a bit more? This is fine. It's not great, but it's fine. I don't know if this is the right amount of lands or not, but we're doing 26 lands plus 4 Glasspool Mimics. So we'll keep this. Let's put a Flicker Wisp on the bottom, I think. Because we're going to go Mimic, Plains, Stoneforge, probably, depending on what we see. Yeah, I'd rather put the Flicker Wisp on the bottom. We are going second, though. Sheltered Thicket, huh? All right, opponent is probably pretty confused. Is this Dredge? Just plays out the Tarmogoyf, okay. We'll just go Stoneforge here, I think, because this is Jund. We want the card advantage. And we're here to play Batter Skulls. Let's see what happens here. Inquisition, sure. Take your pick. Can't hit my Batter Skull with that, though. We super need a land here, though. Super need a land. Hits the Arbiter. Okay. Probably got some fetch lands in hand. He's only down to 3 cards left. Okay, so now he thought seizes me. All right, fine. Throws the Tarmogoyf. And Lightning Bolt. Wow. Okay. Sure. We just need a Plains. We need a white source. That's not a white source. This is another Lightning Bolt. Bloodbraid Elf. Not good. Cool, you can't cast that. Yeah. Do I want to throw Thalia in front? If I draw land, I'm going to be playing Skyclave. Apparition. No. Come on, white source. Yeah, he's cheating by playing this basic mountain. Oh, come on. It's not what we want to see here. All right, fine. Fine. He is empty-handed. So if we don't draw a white source, we're dead. We're dead. Okay, so in this matchup, I would like to get... I want to get some more removal. I want some Burton Forge Tenders just because of the Lightning Bolts. I want some Revokers. I don't necessarily think I want Meddling Mage because they have such a variety of answers. Spell Queller is nice, but it dies to removal. So I feel like we brought in a couple 3-drops, so we can cut a couple 3-drops. Like, I think we could potentially cut Flicker Wisps, a couple Flicker Wisps here. Just because of Renin 6. And then that's by that same argument, we could probably cut a few Thalias. And then the eternal argument of taking out Vials or not. Well, I brought in 3 1-drops, and so I think I want to keep them in. I think I also want to keep a couple Thalias. Yeah, let's try that. Keeps our curve pretty well centered into the 2-drop slot. So let's try that. Would love to play first. Reveal Yorion. What are these draws here? Okay, this we can keep. I think I'll just put a bugler on the bottom. Coast and go. No possible play yield all. There we go. Like, I feel like we would have been pretty okay if we had hit our 3rd land there. Let's go with Thalia here. Sure. You betcha, opponent. You betcha. It's probably just going to get bolted or pathed or something right now. Okay. All right. He's got some choices. He's probably... my guess is he takes the bugler. Okay. Spellskite. Yeah, and then we can just draw another one. So he just... Should I just punish him for that with just play another Spellskite, or do I just be more mana efficient? Like, this is a pretty grindy matchup. I think we have to draw cards when we can draw cards. Ooh, we get some choices. We find the 3rd Spellskite. Yeah, it is funnier to play that. I could reveal a Spellskite here, but I think I'm going to take the Glasspool Mimic here. Although Thraben Inspector is a creature that... no, let's take the Mimic, because then I can mimic the Militia Bugler to get more value. Yeah, against Jund, I think we just gotta see more cards. I'm trying to keep the music levels at a pretty even keel here. That's the thing with classical music. It's got huge peaks and valleys. Clothis. Okay. I unfortunately can't play the Sword of Fire and Ice yet, because I need another land. But I could Burton, Forge Tender, and Spellskite, which seems good. So he's tapped out, so we'll just attack here. Let's do the Spellskite first. Case for like, well, no, he can't even gut shot me, so doesn't matter. Does not really matter. So if he's got an Anger of the Gods, we're still good. So let's see if he wants to ramp or if he wants to deal some damage. He wants to ramp. That's a red, okay. got about a gazillion mana. Kolaghan's Command. Destroy target artifact, discard a card. Sure. I think I just discard the Mimic here. Yeah, that's fine. I can't do anything about that. So it's either the Mimic or the Sword. He knows about the Sword. Well, he knows about both of these. Because I revealed the Mimic and showed him the Sword. I don't think I'm getting the Sword down and equipped anytime soon. And I need to see more cards with Bugler. Okay, so let's get in, as they say. 3, 4. So if I deal 5 versus 4, 4. That extra point of damage. I'm just keeping Burton Forge Tender back in case of a Bloodbraid Elf. Copy militia bugler. Yeah, let's take Stoneforge. We'll probably lose this to like a Thoughtseize or something, but at least we got it into our hand. So he's gaining some life. No, I know, it's just, yeah, I don't know. You're probably right. I tend to play a little bit more conservatively on my attacks sometimes, so. Kolaghan's Command. If I prevent that, I still have to discard. Right? Pretty sure that's right. This list is probably bringing in Anger the Gods, which means I should probably keep my Burton Forge Tender up. Because that's a huge beating. Sure, okay. Trying to keep up with these constant 2-for-1s is tough, which is the challenge in this deck. Ghost Core is not really what we wanted. Okay, attack with all creatures. He's going to gain another 2 life here off of this Clothis. Yeah. Sure thing. It's Pete. My good friend Pete. It's his land. Goif. Goify Goif. I don't want to use these Ghost Quarters because it's just gonna put a land. Unless he taps himself out and. Alright. He's got a land in hand anyways. I don't want to start attacking his mana base because I want to buy my Yorion. Again, an argument could be made to wait until I have all the mana, but I'd be waiting a pretty long time. All right. Gain some mana. It kind of tells me he's not playing Ren in 6. Blood Braid Elf, sure. Tireless Tracker, sure. So he's got 2 cards in hand. I'm hoping one of them is not a Thoughtseize. Abrupt Decay. All right, sure. He doesn't want me to hit too much stuff with Yorion, I guess. Sure. Block there. With Pro Red. We can pretty safely hit one of his lands here, I think, at this point. Let's hit this one. Yeah, especially if I've got if he sees my my Yorion. He knows my Yorion is in hand. Okay, so we get a redraw. That's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that. And let's see what our Bugler will get us. No attacks. All right, Bugler, be good to us. Burp, burp. I think it's Archon. It's got to be Archon, right? We've got a big old 4/5 in the air. Let's get Archon. So if we can make this work, we could be in pretty good shape here. Yep, so he's going to gain some more life again. I'm going to lose more life. I'm losing life pretty fast here. Okay, draw a card, sure. What did you find, opponent? Okay, you're just drawing another card. You're just making your Tireless Tracker big. Yeah. I haven't seen a single path or a... Oh, there's the Inquisition. All right, sure. You can get my Archon. I really need to draw a path or something here. All right, so he's getting in with everything. Let's draw a card here. Okay, so we have to block, unfortunately. We'll block there, and we'll block there, I guess. Yeah, let's just do that. We need something big on this draw here. Maul of the Skyclades is okay. Let's redraw here. Come on, apparition, revoker. Like, I suppose I can name Clue? No, that's not a card name. I can't name Clue. If I maul the Skyclaves, the Militia Bugler, I can play both the Revoker and the Maul here. So let's play the Revoker. Like, I can't name Clue, right? No, I cannot name Clue. So we'll name, I guess, Liliana of the Veil. Because Liliana of the Veil is pretty bad for us. Renin 6 is pretty bad for us too, but he's been getting rid of all of his lands out of his hand. And we will Maul of the Skyclaves. We will attach it to Yorion so that we can kill his, like, Tarmogoyf or something. So if I attack here, present lethal, even if he does gain 2 life, and then I just block. It's kind of greedy, but I think that's the only position we can win from. So we'll try that. He needs to have some kind of removal spell. Oh yeah. First time playing with the card. Sorry, loud. First time playing with the card, so, you know. Draw a card, sure. Fatal push, we are dead. Cool. All right. Tough beats. Tough game one. Oh. Jund is always a pretty close matchup that I definitely struggle through. Yeah, it was. He hit a Liliana of the Veil on a Cascade trigger that he couldn't cast because of Thalia. That's the only Planeswalker I saw. And that's why I named it. That's the only one that I named. He kept getting his lands out of his graveyard, so I'm like, I don't think he had Renin 6. So, weird. Renin 6 is, like, incredibly expensive on Magic Online, so makes sense that he wouldn't want to play it. Okay, game 2. Danny the Fist. Reveal Yorion. This hand doesn't do a whole lot past. We are on the draw. This hand doesn't do a whole lot past casting Thalia. I don't think it does enough. Yeah, this is fine. Let's put a path on the bottom. Yeah, I think this is pretty actively good, actually. Okay, this might be Jund again. That was a much better hand to keep if, given that we were about to get discard spelled. So let's just go with Giver. We would like another land here, though, for this Bugler. Yeah, we're up against Jund again. Sure, I'll play an Aether Vial. No creatures to protect, so let's go. He knows about the Path to Exile. So he's probably going to try to play around that. Hit me with another Thoughtseize or something. Or this is a... Okay, Seasoned Pyromancer, sure. Spyro. Discarded 2 lands. He had a pretty land-heavy hand, I guess. If I'm going to path this, like, now's the time, but I don't think I care enough about it to want to path it right this second. Yeah, Spell State's good. Kind of wish it was a land, but you can play around just about every single removal spell now. I forgot to post in my other Discord here. Another Klothys deck. Like, are we up against the same guy? Sorry, just give me 1 second here. Yeah, and I don't care about this, really. If it was a Tarmogoyf, maybe. Give me land, come on. Oh, this is my favorite part of the whole symphony right here. The best part. The absolute best part. All right, what have you got, opponents? Show me what you got. All right, sure. Sure, so... Spellskite or the Giver? That's what I was leaning towards, but like if he's got something like Colligan's Command for next turn, Skite's better. This is also a better blocker, sure. Yep. We will bluff a Vile activation. Because we're like that. That's what we do. That's right. We won the moral victory there. Okay, Skyclave is great. So we can keep a path and... I mean, I would have loved to land there, but... I have a lot of experience playing it. I went to university for classical music. I have a music degree and an education degree. I've never played this particular symphony, but yes, it's both though. To answer your question, both. And before COVID, I played in a community concert band here in Winnipeg, and yeah, nice. Croxa, huh? Croxa. Awesome. I think I want to vial in the apparition here, because otherwise I'm going to have to discard 2 cards. I'm going to have to discard to the Liliana as well. And I don't really want to discard that many cards. Yeah. What do you mean I have to discard 2 anyway? Yeah, Esper, yeah, the Lily, yeah. Okay, we're going to switch to... We're going to switch to Chike 6, my other favorite one. Chike 6 is actually my actual favorite piece of classical music. Gonna have to turn it up though. Okay. I think it's the Batterskull, to be totally honest, because I don't think I'm going to be casting that anytime soon. I should probably path the Croxa here. I'm going to path the Croxa. So we're just up against a bunch of weird Jund decks today. A Goify boy. Okay, so we'll always know and always yield. There's a Stoneforge Mystic. We will cast it though. Get ourselves a Maul, I think. I think a Maul is what we want here. Because our other swords don't do anything. So let's get ourselves a Maul, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we'll pass from there. So we're actually outpacing our opponent in terms of cards here now. Even off of a mulligan. Like we're at least keeping up. Sure. Bloodbraid Elf. So we are going to vial in Archon in response to this. So that you do not get the second card. If he wants to bolt it, then fine. I will Spellskite it. Archon is so cool. Archon is just so cool. Might take a bundle of damage here, but... That's a weird attack, but sure. Sword of Light and Shadow. I think I need to see some more cards here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, plus 2, it's not enough. Although, putting a Maul of the Skyclays on Militia Bugler seems pretty good. Yeah, I just want to see more cards here. Archon, sure. I'm definitely not blocking the Tarmogoyf, so... Yeah, I want to keep them all for defense. Because we're at a pretty low life total here. Very low life total here. Inquisition. Oh, okay. I certainly don't think I was winning at that. I was well ahead at that point. Okay, so same kind of plan. Forge tenders, revokers, deputies. Take out the vials. Take out a couple flicker wisps. Take out a couple inspectors because we're bringing in 3 1-drops. Spectre is a pretty good grindy card though. Doesn't really block well. Oh no, we take out a couple Thalias instead, I think. Because if I see it, if he's playing Spyro, he's probably got the rest of the deck as well. Ugh. So let's try that. I feel like this deck needs more lands. I think maybe that's a problem. I kept the ratio the same. At least I thought I kept the ratio the same. I did a speaking of when we were talking about university, I did, and this piece Check 6, I did a one of my music history this is fine. One of my music history classes, I did a paper on just on Tchaikovsky's death, because there's a little bit of controversy about his death, and that some people think he was forced to poison himself to hide the shame that it was coming out that he was gay. And because it was the early 20th century, and it was the late 19th century, early 20th century. Yeah, there's the Renin 6. What do you get back from his hand here? Verdant Catacomb. So we're definitely playing a Leonin Arbiter here. And so it's like, I don't know. I don't think I definitely don't think I proved it with my paper. It's still really, it's pure, still a lot of speculation. Fatal Push. All right, fine. Not a whole lot I can do about a Fatal Push. Hero! I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero to the end of the night. even though it's the morning. Sorry, people are texting me. What did I miss? Okay, Scavenging Ooze. Ooze. I think I want to play this as a land. Yeah, we're making mistakes this morning, Hero. We're making mistakes. We're playing, we figured, hey, there's all these good cards for taxes decks, but we don't have the room for them. So let's play Yorion as our companion and just play all of them instead. Like last game we mulliganed and we kept up with cards against Jund. So ooh, that's interesting, Trocare. I love that. I love that thought. And well, I'm sure you found some evidence in it as well, right? So because didn't they only start allowing women into the Vienna Philharmonic like 20 some years ago or something? No, not 20, but like 50 some years ago in the orchestra's like 300-year history. I don't know much about the Vienna Philharmonic. I just know those things. I love this part of the okay. Yeah, our opponents also like this is we've gone up against 2 Jund decks that are playing Clothis. So we're probably just going to do the Flicker Wisp trick here. Batcher Skull. Yeah, it puts us a little bit behind playing the Batter Skull, but I think that's okay. I think we just need to get some damage in the air, some creatures in the air here. What's it? -1? God, it's -1. Why is it -1 to deal? No problem, Shakespeare. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Yeah, I know. I agree with you. You know what? Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe what I should have done was instead was attack opponent and then Flicker Wisp the Renin 6 and then just run one of my Flicker Wisps into it. I think I'm still going to do that though. Yeah, I'm still going to do that. Throwing away 2 damage here, but I think that's okay. Because I don't want to lose one of my Flicker Wisps to it. What is he doing here? Lightning Bolt on that Flicker Wisp. I think I want to prevent that. All right, we'll see if that was good or not. Sure. Hopefully I'm not walking right into a Maelstrom Pulse. Okay. That's a shame. So good. I'm a trombone player, so I love this part. Yeah. So he does get his Ren and 6 back, regardless. All right, after I just kind of exclaimed, like, maybe I'm not running enough lands. Here I am just drawing lands. Let's use this clue. See if we can find a 2-drop. Nope, we found another land. Okay, fine. Let's just keep Ren and 6 at a low loyalty count. Okay, you got it. Baron Moore, sure. I think this is a much better card than Baron Less. That's just me. Sorry. It's not even funny. That joke. Yeah, sure. Gain 2 life. But that's why I pay you to like my jokes. God, he's got about a gazillion cards in hand. Yeah, keep in my creatures, sure. Really need a apparition here. A bugler. Bugler could try to find it, but I think I just got to get this Batterskull down. And then if my Batterskull dies, it dies. It's the Schwarzenegger line. If he dies, he dies. I'm going to keep the Thraben Inspector as a chump blocker. Yeah, all right, cool. Concede. I think we keep the same plan here. We don't bring in Meddling Mage because he's just got such a wide variety of removal options. So we can't name like Fatal Push or removal stuff. We can name stuff like Liliana of the Veil or Ren and 6, stuff like that. I mean, on the play, we could do it as a naming Ren and 6, but I think I just run it back. Love to play first, yep. Look, it's Yorion. This seems okay. Don't have a 1-drop, but that's fine. I'm going to keep this open just because I feel like there were times there were some turns where I could have bought it and like put Yorion into my hand and I just didn't. But that was the only turn I could have actually cast it. I don't necessarily think it's a punish, but I'm just going to keep this open so that I know. Inquisition, sure. Which Stoneforge Mystic would you like to take? Yes. So I think the Batterskull just kind of does nothing here, so sort of Fire and Ice, I guess. See if that does us any good. Protects us from Spyro, Lightning Bolt. Sure. Kind of expected that. So this is my all-time favorite piece of classical music. So I get into it. All right, Bugler, what are we getting? What do we get? Arbiter or Archon? I think Archon's better. I think the upside on Archon's better. And if we draw a land, yeah, another Mystic in this 80 card deck. If we draw a white source, we will be in good shape here. Because we can Bury T and then Archon. Liliana, sure. Yeah, I should play a couple more and just call the deck Zelda Legend of Zelda Four Swords Adventure. White source. That's a white source. That'll do. Yeah, and I can only control the game with using my Game Boy Advance and a GameCube link cable. Sure, I'll discard a Spellskite. I remember at Guilds of Ravnica pre-release, I played a Ral, the Planeswalker, a Ral against my opponent, and then in like a game 2 or game 3 against my opponent, I played a foil Ral, and he's like, "Wait, did you get 2 Rals in your pre-release pool?" I'm like, "Yeah, I sure did." Wasn't even the pre-release foil. It was like a pack foil Ral that I'd gotten in one of my packs. Path to Exile. Or do I play the Spellskite instead? I think the sword has bigger upside. Let's attack Lily. Shigown. Sure. Hi. Mwah. Oh yeah, she's got to go to teach a. She's got to go drive out of the city, go teach a clarinet lesson. Pretty soon. All right, I need this match to end because I super badly need to use the bathroom. Hey, Offbeat, I think your caps lock button is broken. Each player discards cards, sure. Namin is here. I think I want to path this because this guy is becoming a problem. And I can't kill it with the sword any longer. It's an old meme, but it checks out. Sure, yeah. So if I attack, I think I'm still gonna attack opponent, and then I can I'll have Burton Fortune attack Lily. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Oh, okay. Or he just concedes. All right, cool. Quick bathroom break. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, let's just keep going. Sorry, people are sending me messages on Discord. I'll stop being distracted. Stop being distracted. All right, opponent. Look at this Yorion. It seems fine. It's a little bit slow, but it seems fine. We're on the draw again. We lost the die roll 3 in a row. Merfolk. Okay. Coast and pass the turn. We've been up against some weird decks in Modern lately, like not weird decks, some decks that just haven't been seen for a while, which I think is great. I think it's a sign of Modern's health. Like this is it's what I loved about yeah, it's what I loved about Pioneer when it was first coming out, is like every time I'd play up against it, I'd be up against a different deck. We are definitely getting Batterskull here. What's the cost here? Yeah, no, I'm not falling into that trap. Spreading Seas, sure. I think an argument could be made here to flicker with my own Seachrome Coast. But I think I think we can do that later. I think getting the Batterskull down here is a little bit more important. Sure. Is he trying to find lands here? Maybe? Another vial. Discarded a vial. Okay. Opponent's got a pretty bad hand here, it seems. Don't want to attack. Seems weird. Okay, Giver of Runes. So yeah, we'll play the Sheffet Dunes. My guess is that he's got a meddling, not the meddling mage, what is it called? The 2-mana one that causes a creature to lose all of its abilities. To tap it and lose it all, and it loses all abilities. So let's just go to combat. See if he wants to vial something in, yeah. Merfolk Trickster, that's exactly the one I was thinking of. Okay, so we will Flicker Wisp here, and we're going to Flicker Wisp our Seacrum Coast, because we don't want to have any islands. Because if there's like a Lord of Atlantis in our midst here, it's bad news for us. Vials injured in the attack. Okay, so he does have the Lord of Atlantis. I think a trade here is fine. We've got Militia Buglers to find us more creatures, so I think a trade here is fine, sure. Spreading Seas post-combat. Okay, sure. This Archon of Emiria kind of does nothing against them with the 2 Aether Vials out. Yeah, so strange they would do that. Also that he would just straight up bring out the Lord of Atlantis before I have an opportunity to block. To try to get me. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Giver and then Militia Bugler here. Well, let's do it after combat. Let's do it post-combat. Okay, so if this Giver of Runes survives, which it very well could, we'll be in pretty good shape here. Yeah, let's grab a Glasspool Mimic. Two and three, huh? Well, yeah, there's not really many good 1-drop Merfolk creatures. Sure. Silvergill Adept, sure. Yeah. Lord of Atlantis, another one. Okay, sure. All right, so we'll kill one of these lords of Atlantis. Unfortunately, he won't. They still have Island Walk. Good morning, Chad. How are you? I could copy. Well, yeah. I didn't really want to draw all the Skyclaves there. I wanted to Glasspool mimic my Stoneforge. I'm doing well. I'm a little tired as well. I'm a little stuffed up. I'm not sure why. Yes, also hello, Valflick, of course. I didn't say hello to you yet. Well, I was hoping to draw it off of I was hoping to get it off a Glasspool. And then use my one Stoneforge to get it, but that's fine. I can set up a play for next time. Okay, so that's right. Coffee cures all wounds. Okay, so let's bring out this mall. Let's all go to the mall. Attach it to the germ. And let's get in for some damage here. Alternatively, I could just buy my Yorion, which I think I kind of want to do, actually. I'll just buy Yorion. He's pretty low on cards. Our life total is astoundingly high. We've got a flying first strike lifelink vigilance creature. Yeah, standard has been pretty good. Like, I might after this league, I might hop into arena and play some standard. To be totally honest, Benthic Biomancer, sure. Because I've been playing a Yorion deck there, and it's been really good. It's been very fun. Excuse me. Activate Zavile, sure. Okay. So I cannot block these, unfortunately. Go to 11, sure. Okay, so we get another Bugler. So how can we kill our opponent here? I don't think we can straight up kill him. We're a couple mana away from being able to one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. I've got 8 damage on the board. Like if I equip my Batterskull to the Bugler, that's 6, 7, 8. No, it's still 8 damage. And he's at 10. And then we take a bundle. Oh, he's got Mutavault as well, yeah. So we might just be dead. Are we just dead? Because we didn't draw. Yeah, maybe I should have mimicked Stoneforge that turn. Because then I could have gotten down a sword of Fire and Ice.
Bye.
Oh, bye. Have fun at your lesson.
I will. Bye. Nope. Do that.
I need a way to get rid of the Spreading Seas. And Flicker Wisp isn't one of them. Yeah, let's just try to Bugler for something and see what we can find. Because unfortunately, I think we're dead. Another Mimic, Athalia. Okay. He's got no cards in hand. He's got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah. He's got enough for lethal here. And I go to 17 and he's got like 18 damage on the board. Yeah, we needed a Flicker Wisp or a Skyclave to get rid of the Spreading Seas. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to concede here. Okay, so I think Spell Queller's pretty good here. Deputy Detention seems great. Revoker for Aether Vial. If we can make that happen. I mean, I know it turns off our Aether Vial, but I think Archon is pretty bad here. Sword of Light and Shadow does nothing. We need to get rid of another 4 cards here. Thalia does nothing. Arbiter lets us like attack their mana still. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's do that. Okay, we will play first. Look at this Yorion. Every time I do it makes me laugh. This seems great. And yes, I'm playing fetch lands in this. Just one or two, just two. 2 Flooded Strands, okay? Don't kill me. Benthic. Okay. Yes. Yeah, so we'll do the coast. It's fine, Offbeat. I'll message you. You don't need to, trust me. And besides, when Spider played that meme deck, that cat mix put together of that Sultite Taxes deck or whatever it was, That was a Yorion deck. He played fetches in that one too, so if he can, I'm allowed. Dismember. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. You can dismember me. I find in these tribal these Aether Vial matchups, if we get the player who gets the Aether Vial down first is at a pretty big advantage. We're drawing our lands, which is good. I'm gonna keep my Giver up here. Having Ghost Quarter is nice as well. We can Ghost Quarter ourselves. This isn't exactly getting them, but it does keep us from taking some damage. Okay. Is he adapting now or? Okay, no, Silver Girl Adept. Revealing Marrow Regery. Sure. I think worst case scenario, he was going to just adapt and then trade. Yeah, I don't really want to path anything here. Re-evoker. Do I just Revoker naming Benthic Biomancer? I think I just buy my Yorion here, to be totally honest. This is not Shake 6. Let's listen to someone else. What else? What other stuff should we be on here? Oh, hell yeah. Thank you for the sub, Flickerwist. Can we get a hell yeah for Vile? So yeah, there we go. I'll start off there. Okay. Well, listen to some piano stuff. I don't know what this is on the piano here. So yeah, I think purchasing a Yorion here is fine. I don't necessarily think this Benthic Biomancer really doesn't really do a whole lot for us, and we'll just path the Marrow Regery. We'll pass the turn. Okay, what is going on here? So let's see here. Symphony 6. Sure, how about some Romeo and Juliet? Tchaikovsky. I'm just gonna. I think did I spell his name wrong? I think I am. Sorry, I'm just getting super distracted here. It's with a Y. That's why it looks wrong. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Cats the Marrow Regery. Goes to combat step. Okay, we're just going to path it. Marrow Reedry is dangerous. Always know, always yield. A Mimic. I think I want to play this as a land, to be totally honest. So that we can start casting our Batterskull and Yorions. Yeah, we'll pass. I got to keep an eye on the time here. I'm running low on time here. This is only game 2. Master. Master. Master of the Pearl Trident, I'm pulling your strings. Sure, block. Strange attack there. Was he hoping I would forget that this Spellskite has 4 life? So I can't hit the Glasspool Shores with Yorion, because Yorion says non-land. Deputy Detention's pretty good. I think I just cast the Batterskull. Is this a counter spell? Oh my god. Okay. Spell countered. Spreading Seas on my Ghost Quarter. Okay. He waited for it. He waited to do it. Sure. So we are going to Violin Deputy of Detention, hitting Spreading Seas. We sure do. I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot no deputy. Dismember. Okay, sure. Pro black. You have another dismember? Merfolk Trickster. Okay, sure. On the Spellskite. Okay, sure. He's just trying to get in for damage here, I guess. Black. Okay, so we're going to say no to this. Skyclave Apparition. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. So I can hit 2 things here. And I think I will. He gets a dinky little 2/2, but that's fine. Yeah, no attacks. We'll slowly start to kill him with this. Yeah, let's get the Trickster, I suppose. All right, the power of Yorion. Yorion? Does have a lot of cards in hand, unfortunately. Yeah. There's the Reegery. Ooh, I'm definitely not playing that island. So 4, yeah, no. We can't do the dunes yet. What is this? Another Merfolk Trickster. Okay, sure. Tap that. Sure. So we're gonna give it pro blue here. We're leaving ourselves up to take a bundle if he draws like a Master of the Pearl, or if he has a Master of the Pearl Trident or something in hand. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so he adapts. I'm gonna lose this match to the timer, aren't I? True. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm getting at a pretty precarious life total. But that probably was more correct to do. I do have a vial on 3. So that's pretty threatening here. Okay, so he does have a Lord here. Okay, so this one I will redirect. Hang blue. He gets to choose to tap or untap. I think it's updated on Stream Decker, I thought. Uh, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I have to block for sure here. Let's just block there and there, I think. Does get to Spreading Seas me, but ooh, hits the dunes. Okay, sure. Probably a good call hitting the dunes there. Canyon. Let's take a redraw. Thread Inspector. Okay, so I'm just dead. I'm just going to concede here. All right. Not the best, not the start we're looking for, but is what it is. We're first time playing this deck, so we're just kind of seeing if it has legs. I do still think it does. I got pretty distracted in that last game, so anyways, I will be right back. I got to check a few things. Yeah, we'll see you in a sec. Okay, sorry for the delay there. Okay, we got Chike 5 going this time. Tchaikovsky morning. Okay, let's play here. Okay. Okay, the sun is rising outside. My mom is texting me. And we're kind of getting started on the day. We're having a good time. This deck is hard to play. There's a lot of, yeah, it's not quite as straightforward as the mono white one. Not that the mono white deck was easy to play. Like I know, it certainly was not. But it's different. That's for sure. Taking a while to find an opponent. And yes, I know it's morning and I'm inside and I have my sunglasses on my forehead. Don't care. Just realized my game audio is not working here. No, it's not that one. Okay, reveal Yorion. This would be great if any of these were a white source. Really great if any of them were a white source. I'm mulligan this. Yeah, my game audio is still not coming through. That's fine. This hand's a little slow, but we will keep it. It's extremely slow, actually, but we're on the draw again. We lost the die roll again. Okay. Well, we'll draw into a white source. Start off with the Glasspool Mimic. Okay, and we get Thoughtseized. All right. Up against Jund again, perhaps. Everybody's playing Jund. Everybody who isn't playing Jund played in the Modern Challenge. Takes the Skyclave. That makes sense. Love an Aether Vial here. Stoneforge Mystic is pretty great. All right, so we're getting Junded again. We need to play that one. I almost played the Field of Ruin there. Almost played the Field of Ruin. There's a good chance we're gonna get just this thing's just gonna die. So sort of Fire and Ice might be better. Sort of light, yeah. Sort of. I wish the red-black one was just better. The red-black sword was better, but it just isn't. I think if we're up against Death Shadow, the Sword of Light and Shadow might be better, but let's just go Sword of Fire and Ice for now. Equip that to the Spellskite. Imagine a Spellskite with a sword on it. Yeah, this is just straight up Jund. Okay, Thoughtseized again. Curious what he takes this time. Takes the Spellskite. All right. Tarmogoyf. So we don't have a second white source, unfortunately. Wow, that's a big Tarmogoyf too, actually. I think I just go Field of Ruin here. Hit this Nurturing Peatland. Get myself a Plains. So that we can path this Tarmogoyf. Yeah, and we'll go from there. This is our third Jund matchup, by the way, in this league. Could be Jund Death Shadow. That's not really the land we're looking for, but I think it's fine. I think I want to get the sword down first. Then we'll Flicker Wisp the Glasspool Shore. Unless we get Thought Seized, which is a very real possibility. All right. You got me, opponent. You got me. What's your last card? Nothing? Give me a Flicker Wisp. All right. I mean, I asked for it. And I got it. He's got removal spell for this Flicker Wisp. This will be bad. I should have equipped. I should have equipped. Let's hit this Stomping Ground, I guess. Okay, opponent, do you have the pulse? Ooh, he doesn't. Okay. All right, let's see if I get punished for not equipping last time. Ooh, okay. What has he got? He's got 2 cards in hand. What does he possibly have? Like, is he sandbagging a Kolaghan's Command? Okay, he is sandbagging a Kolaghan's Command. All right, fine. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to get a Batterskull here now. He needs to have, like, exactly Thoughtseize. Okay, so he's got 1 card. What is that 1 card? Lightning Bolt. Okay, sure. Give me a land. I mean, it's something. It certainly is something. Let's just get back, like, our Skyclave or another Flicker Wisp. Oh, Liliana. Not Liliana. Yeah, sure. All right, if we draw land, we're pretty good. If we draw a creature, we're pretty good. So, you know, just not an Aether Vial. All right, so opponent is empty-handed here. So he needs to draw something good off the top here. Clothis, that's not good enough. Yeah, let's do that one. We're going to attack opponent. Let's get back Spellskite. And then we will cast the Spellskite, leaving up a non-existent path. All right, opponent, the big head is coming out from the sky here. Show me what you got. It's not even going to bother drawing a... Oh, no, he did draw his card. Okay. All right, so Burton Forge Tender, you're coming in. Phyrexian Revoker, you're coming in. Deputy Detention, you're coming in. And then we'll cut the Aether Vials. We will cut the... Thalias. Aether Vial Thalia. Yeah. So, okay. See what we can pull off here. Sorry. Okay. Look at this, Yorion. I'm going to do this every time. Okay, this hand's great. Let's keep this. We can start off with a Forge Tender, equip it with Sword of Light and Shadow, and it's basically invincible. If we can make that happen. We got an Arbiter out. Like, this is a pretty good hand. Unless we got Thoughtseized. That's always the thing. Unless we get Thoughtseized. All right, well, we're getting Inquisitioned. But this is like a pretty great hand to get Inquisitioned. I think he's pretty incentivized to take the Arbiter here. Yeah, he does take the Arbiter. Another sword. Okay, sure. Yeah, then let's just play the Mimic as a land. Don't think there's really any reason not to attack here. Goify goif. I think I can just path it here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Get that out of there. Because if I can equip this Sword of Light and Shadow onto this Forge Tender, we'll be pretty good. And I want to cast that next turn, so I won't be able to... This is pretty much the only time I'll be able to cast it. Did my headphones die? Ah, my headphones died. Plug them in for a bit. Okay. It's too quiet. Without me listening to my music here. So let's go with the Light and Shadow. If he gets another Black Source and gets a Liliana, this will be not great. But we will get to Arbiter equip. Otherwise. Inquisition, sure. Take my other sword if you like. He's missing his land drops. Interesting. Let's equip. And attack. All right. It's going according to plan. Yes, please. I would like my Arbiter. Thank you. Oh, no. I need to play this land first. And I will play the Arbiter. Thank you very much. All right, fine. You can lightning bolt it. It's allowed. Kind of 2-for-1 you there, though. Okay, gets a Cliffs. We're going to need to get a creature down because of Liliana. So he has mana to cast Liliana now. Okay, sure. Thought sees me. What do we find on this off the top? Stoneforge Mystic is nice. So, okay. We could Stoneforge Mystic for like a Maul the Skyclaves. We could just get the Batter Skull. That seems good as well. Let's attack first. Arbiter, please. Yeah, let's just do the Mystic and Arbiter plan here. He seems to be very threatened by my Arbiter. Yeah, let's get Batterskull. We're 1 land away from being able to just straight up cast it. Now we're protected from Liliana as well. Hey, all right. Sweet. All right, let's just hop into our last one. All right, let's see what our final opponent is. Hasbro Brendan H. Okay. Look at this Yorion companion. Oh, did I not click on it? I think I forgot to click on it. Definitely forgot to click on it. So we're going to mulligan this. This we can keep. Oh no, I didn't forget to click on it. He's got a Gigantha. So this will keep. I don't think we need a second Archon, but if he's playing like mono, he's either playing Tron or mono red. With Gigantha being revealed. Which means the sword is pretty useless. Let's just get rid of the sword. Shh. Silent. Okay. This could just be a blue soup deck. So let's just get out this Arbiter. Opponent's probably thinking, what the heck deck plays Yorion and Silent Clearing? Not any deck you know of. Okay. This could be that Copycat deck. Giver to protect the Arbiter seems pretty good, but Thalia also seems great. I'd rather play Thalia here. We'll get in. What is our opponent playing here? This could just be Jeskai Control or something. And just place Gigantha as a free roll. Okay, nope. This is probably Omnath. The Omnath deck, I mean. And there's Uro. Sure. I think this is my most hated card in Modern right now. Is Uro. Okay, so he's got the mana for Omnath. So I think we have to play Archon. That he can't like just go off. If he wants to play Omnath, that's fine, but that's going to be the only spell you can cast. Okay, just bolts the Arbiter, sure. Still don't get the search. You still don't get the fetch because that comes into play tapped. And you still don't get to play any cards. Play any spells. Island, okay, sure. I think I just want to draw a card here. Sword of Fire and Ice. Okay, well, we'll just cast this Giver Runes. And we will attack. Yep, you can search. You have my permission. He didn't fall into the trap. Saheeli. Scry 1, deal 1. Okay, sure. Alright, so if he's just got the Felidar Sovereign, we need to do something. None of these things are that thing. We could just kill Saheeli. I think that's what we need to do. So we'll just kill Saheeli here. He still has to play it over the course of 2 turns. Yep. First strike damage, and then Saheeli's gone. I think Maul might be better here, but I don't think he has removal. So we've got the Giver for protection. We'll just get that. If we draw another land, we can bring out our sword and equip, and that's probably lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's not quite. 7, 8. No, it's not quite. Utopia Sprawl, sure. That's your spell. Hope it was a good one. Okay, so we did get a land. Let's just do that. Let's equip it to the Thalia, sure. Okay. Yeah, by doing it this way, instead of the Batter Skull, we still have lethal and we get to draw a card. Path on the Giver. Sure, nothing I can do about that. Does let me search so I can play Batter Skull next turn. Plains isn't really what we're looking for. All right, opponent, what have you got? Show me what you got. Uro? Or Omnath? You still can only cast 1 spell, so you can't have the combo. You can't combo me out. Uro, sure. You're still dead. Could have a path in hand. Okay, so there's another Giver. So let's attack. See if he's got the path. He does not. Okay, so Omnath. I think Spell Quellers are going to be pretty good here. Give us a little bit of a control. Meddling Mage is basically this is the reason we bring that card in. Revoker seems pretty good. So what did we cut then? Thraben Inspector doesn't seem to do a whole lot here. Archon is really great. Skyclave is really great. Sword of Light and Shadow doesn't really do anything. Thalia doesn't let them, like, they've still got quite a bit of control elements. Does Spellskite hit Saheeli? Let's see. Saheeli Rai. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature you control. So that doesn't stop the combo. So let's take it out. We need to go down one more card, and it is probably Leonin Arbiter. Because we've got quite a lot of 2-drops. Yeah, let's try that. All right. Game 2 of round 5. Let's see if we can pull out a 3-2. Look at this, Yorion. Every time I do it makes me laugh. I mean, this is fine. It's maybe a little slow, but we have Arbiter. We've got Stoneforge. Lots of Stoneforges. Alright, I hope we just don't die. We just don't die to the combo here. Okay, good, good. Another Stoneforge. Okay, well, we'll just play the Arbiter here. Anyways, we do have a Maul the Skyclaves in hand, so we can still use it. It's enough time for headphones to charge. There we go. All right, let's see if this Arbiter survives. It does not. Spoiler alert. That's okay. Force them to use some removal. Yeah, you don't have Uro mana. Yeah, it's true. I mean, even if it didn't die, I think it was mostly okay. Oh, opponent. Would have been amazing if that Arbiter would have stayed alive, because then we could have... I know. I think it's still just 4-color. I haven't seen any black. Black is the color that's not existent in the deck right now. I think I just want to play Archon here. Archon was just an absolute all-star in the last game. Okay, well, he's got the second lightning bolt then, I guess. Yeah, me neither. I don't think I ever will. Don't think I ever will. Like, I don't know why they renamed these wedges. Yeah, like I don't know. Oath of Nissa. Okay. So what are you revealing? Teferi, Time Raveler. Sure. We don't care about Teferi right now. Sure. Bounce the Oath of Nissa back to your hand. Yep. Recast it. Seems good. Seems good. Another example of green getting better card selection than blue. Finds a misty rainforest. I think we just play a couple Stoneforge Mystics here. I can't play both Stoneforge Mystics, unfortunately. But I can Field of Ruin this and then also... Yeah, so we're going to Field of Ruin this. Yeah. And also cast Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, let's get Batterskull, our good friend the Batterskull. Like, it does get bounced, but... Or is Sword of Fire and Ice just better here? Let's go with Sword. All right, opponent. Show me what you got. Okay, Felidar Sovereign. We need to kill that. It's not fair. He gets another one. I don't want that in my hand. All right, so we might be dead. Yeah, I think we're dead. Yeah, let's get Skyclave Apparition just in case we're not dead. Just in case we're not dead. I'm gonna hope that he just did the Felidar Guardian trick so that on the Teferi just to get a little bit more value. But if I see a Saheeli, I'll just concede. Once I start seeing him do the loop, I'll just concede. Okay. Yeah. Super dead. Yeah. Okay, so he knows how it works. Yeah, let's just run it back. Could bring in Burgeon Fortunator, but I don't know what I'd cut for that. Maybe Aether Vial, but... I mean, it's a combo. We were too slow. We were too slow. I wonder if there's an argument to just be like, hey, I'm not going to use Yorion as my companion any longer. I'm just going to board out 20 cards and suddenly I'm just playing mono white taxes. Like, can you do that? I'm not sure if you can do that or not. Like, because this is the mono white deck, like, just with extra cards. Does the sideboard still have to stay 15? All right. All right. This seems fine. I'll keep this. That's very true. Coast to coast. I honestly think I'm going to Meddling Mage for Lightning Bolt, depending on what lands he gets here. Okay. Oath of Nissa. All right. I could just name what he draws here. Draw Saheeli. So we'll Meddling Mage that, I think. Or we can Phyrexian Revoker it. All right, so we've got a lot of hate pieces here. I do want to draw land for that spell, so I can cast a Spell Queller. There's nothing really he can do next turn. I feel like casting Meddling Mage for Lightning Bolt is what we want to do here. Because then we can Revoker next turn for Saheeli Rai. And we could just Spell Queller it. Let's YOLO it. Lightning Bolt. All right, I'm not sure what is going to come up next on the playlist here. Let's see. Serenade for Strings. Sure. The Catchy Tram. Okay, sure. All right, if we draw land, we did draw land. Okay, so I'm just going to pass here. So that I can Spell Queller his Saheeli. Or just whatever he casts here. And then I'll follow that up with Archon. Next turn. Do it, opponent. Do it. Gotcha. Your spell has been quelled. Okay, Archon. So now if he kills my Spell Queller somehow, he won't get his Saheeli. Unless he does it with like an ability of some kind and he doesn't do it with any actual spells. All right, opponent, show me what you got. If you've got like a Felidar Sovereign, I'm definitely going to... No, I know, yeah. The only thing that's missing is... There's the Felidar Sovereign, sweet. Okay, so we will Skyclave Apparition that. Or we could just path it. Yeah, the only thing better is if we've got a Giver of Runes. It's the same trick as that existed with Teferi, right? It's not the same, but it's similar. Okay, let's just Apparition it. Oops, cancel. gonna be pretty tough to lose from here. But knowing me, I'll somehow find a way. All right, opponent. Can you kill me this turn? I don't think you can. You can probably play an Omnath. I know, I'm just being a little bit self-deprecating. So you can play an Omnath, maybe gain some life. Okay, yeah, there's Omnath. Omnath. We can path it and then attack for lethal. I think I accidentally turned on the soundtrack to Ocean's 11. Sure. I think this should do it. I think this should do it. We did it. We got the 3-2. We got it. We got the 3-2. All right, so the deck. This deck is definitely different. It is very different. At first I thought, so my match one, I never saw a third land, and I thought maybe I'm not playing enough lands. Maybe I'm not. So, but I think 26 lands plus the 4 mimics is probably enough. Yeah, I mean, positive EV, yeah, slightly neutral EV. We got a treasure chest out of it, which is nice. We will open it. And the 100 play, yeah, we get the 100 play points back, which is and so I'm not sure about this Sword of Light and Shadow. It's pretty good against the mirror, but I wonder if a Sword of Feast and Famine might be better here instead of the Sword of Light and Shadow, and maybe put this in the sideboard or something. But Feast and Famine is probably just better because it's better against Tarmogoyfs. So we'll probably replace that with a Sword of Feast and Famine. And then sideboard, we finally got the matchups where Meddling Mage and Spell Queller were good. Like, we've had these in our sideboard. Well, we had this in our sideboard last time. We didn't have this last time. This is the first time we're putting it in to our sideboard. And because there's more combo, there's a little more of the good stuff. So, and it worked well. I think naming it, I'll bet you there was like 2 or 3 lightning bolts in our opponent's hand in that last match. So, and then Spell Queller, yeah, it turned out to be good. I'm still a little bit on the fence on whether or not Spell Queller is actually good. And then the Deputy Detention's Deputy Detention. I mean, when it's good, it's really good. We didn't encounter any Fields of the Dead, so that's where this card has a little bit of extra value. So we'll probably keep grinding with this deck and try a couple other iterations. See if we can get a 5-0 with it and get published. That's the goal. Get a 5-0 list published. And I think if we're doing it this way, there's a good... if we get a 5-0 with a deck like this, there's a good chance we can get published. Fourth BF Forge Tender, possibly, I think. Red decks are, in general, a pretty tough matchup. Yes, we got the 5 play points to put us at exactly 200. Ramanap Excavator, is that worth anything? Probably not. No, it's not. It's $14 on paper. Holy smokes. It's a commander card, I guess. Wow, it has shot up. It was... It shot up in the last like month and a half. So, Archangel. I don't think that's worth anything at all. No, 1 tick on it for the Iconic Masters, the M14 version. Oh, it's worth nothing. 0.33 ticks. But we got the 5 play points to bring us up to 200. A nice, even 200. Which we're happy about. So I need to spend these somehow. Not sure how I can spend them. But what time is it? 11:20. You know what? I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to refill my water. I'm actually going to play a little bit of Arena, I think. I've been having a lot of fun with the Yorion deck in Arena, so let's just play a couple rounds of that. Chad will be happy about that. And Jack of 3 trades will be a fan of that. So yeah, we will be right back.